The number one brush you should be using is the round brush in Photoshop, and after a while, maybe the soft round brush. Now, both are default brushes in Photoshop, but I'll be explaining to you why they are one of the best brushes to use if you want to improve fast at digital painting or drawing or whatever you want to improve in. Now, the first reason these brushes are good is because they make your mistakes more prevalent. So, usually, a lot of brushes can actually hide your mistakes, like things like shading, soft and hard edge control, and color selection. I remember when I first started using the default brush a while ago, the hard round brush, I couldn't even shade from light to dark. And that was shocking to me. I didn't even realize I couldn't do that. This brush really helped humble me and bring me back to where I needed to improve on. Like, for example, I need to be more patient with my shading. My color selection is very poor. My soft and hard edge control was very poor. And this helped me realize these mistakes and actively change them. The second reason relates to the first. It just helps you reproduce good work. Now, if you know the basics and the foundations, you're gonna produce good work consistently, and you're gonna be in an abundance mindset because when you first start using the hard round brush, you're gonna fail a lot. So you're gonna think that all your art is expendable, which is actually good because the more you fail, the more you improve. And the more you improve, the more you'll be able to reproduce good artwork consistently. Another major reason it's really good to use hard and soft round brushes, well, mainly the hard round brush for this one, is because it helps brushwork. Brushwork is key to digital art that people often overlook. Basically, if you're not shading in 3D and actively shading around an object instead of thinking of it in 3D, a lot of people think of art in flat 2D planes, which hinders their brushwork and destroys their overall piece. And this helps with that because when you shade flat with this brush, it will shade flat. It won't help you in creating a texture. You'll see where you're shading flat and you'll be able to improve on those places and start shading around objects instead of on them. Another reason the hard and round brush is very good in art, in digital art, is it helps create style and distills brush choices to only the ones you like. Now, experimenting with brushes is good, obviously, but when you have too many and you don't know what to use in certain artworks, or you're having trouble choosing often, using a hard round brush can help distill what filler brush is because you'll recognize what textures you want in your art that can only be achieved by certain brushes, and you'll start to filter out the brushes that you don't really use that often. Yeah, so finally, here's an exercise to help you use the hard and soft round brush, which will improve everything overall, like your artwork in general. But it especially helps doing this with hard, round, and soft brushes. So basically, it's called distillation, and you might have heard of this study before. But basically, it's you take an image and you distill it down to its core features. For example, if it's an image and you want to distill it to just values, you draw it in black and white where the light source is and where the shadow is. And this consists of breaking it down with few brush strokes, shapes in mind instead of contours, and it just really helps improve your mind as an artist. Then after you do this, you can decide to render the piece, which will help with the rendering again, which a lot of us can get caught up in, but it's good to know how to do. At first, using these type of brushes will feel like an annoyance and only feel like they're hurting your artwork. But after time, you'll learn that creativity comes from limitation, and this is actually helping immensely improve it. Uh, I felt this firsthand because I've been only using the hard round brush for about, I think, 100 days. And as you can see by these drawings right here, the ones I'm going to show, uh, it's improved immensely. So, yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. Make sure to use the hard round brush. It's okay to experiment with other brushes too. It's just, if you want to improve your artwork, this could be a helpful tool to use. Uh, if you want to see more art by me, the one I'm making right now in the background is made, by the way, with only a hard and a soft round brush. But if you want more artwork by me, my name is Wonko on Instagram, same name as my YouTube except with an underscore. Go follow me on there, and peace.